Hey guys, and welcome to another Unpopular Thai BL Opinions video. This is actually my second one, so if you haven't watched the first, please do. I would really appreciate it. So I want to get right into this first topic, and it falls under the umbrella of colorism. Yes, we're tackling colorism today. This topic is casting darker-skinned actors as bullies and criminals. Have you ever noticed that every single time there's a character that's doing some harm to another character who's in the main cast, they always have a darker complexion? Now, I don't think this would be a problem if a majority of the main cast members were also of a darker complexion, but let's face it, the main cast is always pale as fuck. Paper pale. We're talking printer paper. And I can only think of a few darker skinned actors who've played significant roles in dramas, which is a problem in itself. Be it intentional or subconscious on the casting director's part, you cannot deny that casting actors who are darker skinned into roles where they're bullies, loan sharks, gang members, drug dealers, etc., isn't a good look, especially when you consider that all the cast members who are characterized as attractive, intelligent, and kind are fair-skinned. To elaborate, I'm not saying it's bad to have fair skin. I have fair skin and I'm Asian. But as Asians, I think we should acknowledge the blatant colorism in Asian media and society for that matter. Now, I can understand the rationale behind wanting to cast conventionally attractive people into your drama, simply because that will lead to a higher viewership. And by conventionally attractive, I mean from a Southeast Asian standpoint. So, pale skin, a relatively thin frame, a high nose bridge, and bigger eyes. Nevertheless, that doesn't make it right, you know? The aspect I really want to focus on, though, is skin tone, because I see it used the most frequently to villainize these dark-skinned characters. And as someone who's educated on the very discriminatory and racially charged history of colorism in Asia, it just doesn't sit well with me. Does anyone else feel this way? Because seriously, the only bully character I can think of that's fair-skinned is Trump from Love by Chance. I think we can start to dismantle colorism by bringing to light that it's still an issue, and just discussing it can go a long way in terms of educating others. I feel like these topics always go way beyond BL, but it's no surprise that our media would reflect our lives. That being said, my next topic is also related to colorism, and it's holding Thai actors to a Korean beauty standard. Now, I cannot be the only one who literally gags when a character is described as, oh my god, I don't even want to say it, Oppa looking, Korean looking. It drives me insane. And it goes back to this idea of the beauty standard in Asia centering around pale skin and all those other features. As a K-pop fan, I do believe that Korea really became this beauty standard for Asia through K-pop and probably K-drama too. Even though not all Koreans are extremely pale and possess these sought-after features, I do think that both K-pop and K-drama contributed to a country like Thailand wanting to emulate Korean celebrities, but in Thai dramas. I could be wrong because, as I mentioned before, I'm Filipino, not Thai. But I come to this conclusion because I see how the media in the Philippines does the same exact thing, with the hyperfixation on Korean celebrities and looking like an oppa. There is this one Filipino show in particular that comes to my mind. It's Showtime. If you've never heard of it, it's this variety type show where a group of young people talk about whatever they want, and I mean whatever. For my fellow Americans, it kind of reminds me of TRL mixed with the Ellen show. So basically, they bring on guests, and sometimes those guests happen to be Korean actors or singers. But the thing that really cements this show, for me at least, as being hyperfixated on Korea is the massive amount of K-pop references they make, especially references to Momoland. It seems like they're always dancing to Boom Boom, always fawning over Nancy, and guess what? They're not the only show that does this, not by a long shot. Inherently, there's nothing wrong with loving or being influenced by Korean celebrities. There are many K-pop idols I love and that inspire me. But it becomes problematic when you start wanting to look Korean or believing that Korean beauty is the beauty standard in Asia. I hope some Thai people come through in the comments because I want to know your guys' take on this from the perspective of the media in Thailand. Do you feel that K-pop and K-drama has influenced certain characterizations or castings of BL dramas? All I can do is offer my observations based on my own experiences and research, so I would love to expand this cultural conversation. Anyway, I know I only spoke on 2 topics today, but since they're connected and very, very important in my opinion, I wanted to focus on just that. I also know that I didn't go into the history of colorism, but that's mostly because I want to open this conversation as a platform for actual Thai people to speak on. Thank you guys so much for watching. Seriously, it means a lot when you make a video and people actually watch it. Like, bitch, what? But again, thank you. And we'll talk in the next video. Bye.